Welcome to Scholars Hub. Unfold your wings. It's me, Anu Maheshwari. Before going to the actual topic, that is linear equation in one variable, let me introduce you to the basics. What the topic actually means. So, the topic to be covered are concept of variables, difference between expression and equations, type of equation, linear equation, quadratic equation, and cubic equation. Basically, there are two terms in mathematics. One is constant and another one is variable. Constant means the one which have fixed values, whereas variable have no fixed value. For example, if I write x plus 2 equals 5, and another example, if I write x plus 3 equals 7. Here in example 1, 2 and 5 are constant term, and in example 2, 3 and 7 are constant term. As the value of 2 and 5, 3 and 7 always remains the same. But on solving this equation, we get value of x as 3. Whereas on solving this equation, we get value of x as 4. See, here you can see, like in example 1, the value of x is 3, and in example 2, the value of x becomes 4. Means the value is changing for x. So the one which has no fixed value, the one which has no fixed values are called as variable. So the difference between constant and variable is constant have the fixed values, whereas variable have changing values. Variable are the unknown part of an equation or expression. See, in x plus 2, in x plus 2 equals 3. In x plus 2 equals 3. Here 2 and 3 are the known values, but the value of x is unknown. We don't know the value of x. So it is called as variable. They are the unknown part of an equation or expression. Typically, we use single letter to represent the variable. So here we used x to represent the variable. The letter x, y and z are common generic symbol used for variables. So instead of x, we can use y, z as a generic symbol. They are common generic symbol. For example, 4x plus 15 equals to 20. So here 4, 15 and 20 is a fixed value, but x is a variable as the value of x is unknown. So here only x is there, so we can call this equation as a one variable. But if we see example this example, 3x plus 4 equals to 15 is an equation in two variable. Here two variable are there. One is x and another one is y. One is x and another one is y. So again, coming to another example, we can see here. In example 1, 2x plus 3 equals 4. X is variable. 3t plus 4, t is variable. 3y plus 2x, here y and x are variable. Now next one is difference between expression and equations. So there are two terms. One is expression and another one is equation. So expression, an algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase that contain numeric, variable and operator. Means if I write just numeric value, some variables and operator, they are called as expression. If you look to equation, an equation is also similar to expression except for that equation contained equal to operator with some other expression. In expression, operator like plus, minus, divide and multiplication signs are there. Whereas in equation, one operation is added, that is equal to sign. Expression is always one-sided. There is no left hand side, no right hand side. There is just one-sided. And whereas in equation, there are two sides, left hand side and right hand side, LHS and RHS. Result is simplification. We will just, like if I write 2x plus 3, and if I like for example, if I write 2x plus 3 and I know the value of x as 1, so it becomes 3 plus 2 as 5. We will get the simplified answer. Whereas in equation, we get a solution, we get a proof, like left hand side is equal to right hand side. Answer, numeric value. Answer is assertion, true or false. For example, 3x plus 9, it is an expression. 4x 40 into 5, it is an expression. Okay, here you can see the difference. Expression 2x plus 5, it is an expression. Whereas if I write 2x plus 5 equals to 4, it is an equation. 3t minus 4, it is an expression. But if I write 3t minus 4 equals 5, it is an equations. If I write 4y into 3y divided by 2, it is an expression. But if I write equals to 9, it is a equations. So key difference between expression and equation. What we have to note down, a key difference between expression and equation is we have to see the equal to sign. The best way to identify whether a given problem is an expression or equation is that if it contains an equal to sign, it is an equation. However, if it does not contain equal to sign, then it is just an expression. Okay, you can see here. Here plus and equal to, they are called as operator. X and Y are variable. This is expression. 5x plus 6 is expression. Just 2y is also an expression. But if we combine this two, it becomes an equations. Now, types of equation. There are three. Okay, there are many type of equation. I am just dealing with the three. One is linear equation, another is quadratic, and third one is cubic equation. Linear equation. If in an equation the highest index of power of the variable is 1, the equation is called as linear equation. If the highest index of the power of the variable, if I write x plus 2, here the value power of x is 1, so we call it as linear equation. If the power is 2, we called it as quadratic equation, and if the power of x or the highest power is 3, we call it as a cubic equation. Let me show you some example. Here you can see example 1, x plus 2 equals 5. So highest power is 1, we called it as linear equation. Here highest power is 2, so we call it as quadratic. Highest power is 3, so we call it as cubic equation. Linear, this example is linear equation in one variable. Only one variable is there, equal to sign is there, and the highest power of the index is 1. Of the variable is 1. Here two variable is there. Since the highest power is 1 only, but it is linear equation in two variable. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home.